My name is Jada.
Kai.
Liz.
And I'm Camille. Friends. How many of us have that?
Yes! I mean, so it's gotta be a, what is it?
Hot Tita Summer.
What's good, everybody? I'm Jada.
I'm Kai.
Liz.
And I'm Camille.
And we're calling all Boss Babais and Creative Kabayan.
We want you to come take your break with us as you do every week.
And hang out with your teacher tribe.
If it's Thursday, you're watching us on Filipino TV at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if it's any other day, then you are likely watching us on Spotify, listening to us on Apple Podcasts, or have YouTube up and see our faces. So hit that like button, subscribe, and share the love.
Hey.
Happy Wednesday, Thursday,
Wednesday.
everybody.
Happy day, whatever you're watching.
Happy Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes. How's everyone doing?
Amazing.
Amazing weekend.
Amazing.
Oh my
Amazing
gosh,
weekend.
rolling off that high.
So good.
More
of that.
How do we even get into it?
Oh, we have a special guest today.
By the way.
Oh, also, shout out the mommies of the world.
Shout out all the mommies. Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Because we have a special guest. It is
Jaylee.
Yeah,
Come
you
say
can't see
hi.
It's okay. He's here.
Can we get a wave?
Can you get a wave?
Oh, he's in the zone right now.
How wait?
No. Oh,
It's okay. Let's
okay. There's a little.
Let's celebrate that
a
zone.
little human over there.
Yeah, celebrate the zone for sure.
Take your kids to the studio today.
Yeah.
Because it happens.
Yeah.
But no, I honestly I still have a high from last week. Like to have the interview with Kayla and then roll into the weekend, have this Point Goddess event, which was just so electrifying.
More of that, guys.
Honestly.
More of it.
Wait, like for our first event, guys. Come on.
Dope.
Come on.
You guys killed it.
You
we killed it.
I mean, we all killed it.
Everybody killed
We all
it. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody's getting the flowers.
Yes.
Okay, let me take my own advice. I digress. You're right.
There you go.
So good.
I'm just so grateful to be a group of four because like we tackled every aspect of that event.
Yeah.
And like if we had to do that, even if it was just, a couple of us, it would be impossible.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
I think it's also like the irony of the cards falling where they fall, where we all excel in different
100%.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Just
Very
the
funny.
way they fit.
We can't make this up.
No, we can't make this up. And just so you guys know, at the event, the four of us we were together, but we were doing all separate things.
Yep.
So Jay and Cam were the hosts of the event, and then I was doing like side interviews, and then Kai was our BTS queen.
Yes.
So we were doing the whole thing together, but apart. So that was really
That
cool.
It was really nice.
But the way everything fell into place.
I was nervous. I was like, "You want us to play?" Like, I don't know if I could swing that with the titas. I don't know if that's a full 4 yeses, But then she's like, "No. To host an MC, we're like, no problem. That we can do."
When they first dropped the word MC to me and Liz, we were like, take a breath.
Yeah.
Take a breath. Shout out Point Goddess.
Yes.
Shout out Point Goddess,
Amazing.
the entire
The whole
team,
family, all the
crew,
sponsors.
the family.
Oh, yeah.
So also, we're saying that if you guys need Team of 4 media
Hey.
interview
shameless
hosts
plug.
behind the scenes,
Yeah, it's true.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Full team, full production team.
I mean, why
a little
hire
plug.
out when you just go to one person?
I mean, and then we keep bring that Tita energy, which
1000%.
every event party needs.
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay.
Okay, KK.
Yes.
What else is everybody up to this week?
Wait, I wanted to ask one more thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Did you guys have a favorite moment from the
Ooh,
weekend?
oh, that's a good question. Oh,
I feel
man.
like it's not Halo Halo time yet.
Honestly, all of it.
All of it.
Yeah, that's so hard to choose.
I know. You're right.
It was all of it.
For me, I was interviewing people, and every interview, the same question but different answers, and that was like giving like, I don't know, it was like life. Like they were just like saying all the
like
things.
true and true female empowerment.
It really was.
Yes.
It really was.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Like I think it was also my favorite part was just the energy from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Was just completely the same the whole way through.
Yes.
There was no level of like, whoa. There's no drop. It was just completely great the whole time.
So good.
Yes. Yeah.
So much love in that room.
So much.
Yeah, like there was even some people that we pulled aside for that Filipino TV reel. And the answers that he was giving about, and like just how passionately he was speaking about women's sports
The dad
as a whole.
Yes.
The dad,
Yes.
It was just amazing to see, as much as it was like women empowerment, like we also had the support of the men in the room too.
That was a
like,
good one,
And they were
So
good
magical.
to fall back. Like they're all like, oh, it's all about them. That was beautiful.
All the girl
Absolutely
dads.
beautiful. Yeah.
So cute.
Oh my God, the
So
support.
I think it's safe to say we're going to be doing more events, y'all. I love that.
But I do want to know what is going on in the city. What's going on? What's new?
Stat Queen.
Stat Queen, what do you got for me?
I see.
I need an update.
All right. So I think a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about condos and the incentives that they're handing out because they're getting a lot of. They're not selling as much. Just to be straight
Like
up
they're
about
not getting
it.
the response that they were expecting. Once they announced
Exactly.
it.
A lot of
Got it.
people are struggling with financing, high interest rates. So naturally, they don't have the capital that's required for any property. Condos are taking the biggest hit right now. To give you a little bit of a statistic,
Of course.
right? So to date, right now we're at 1,461 sales for condos in the GTHA, so the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area right now.
To date? From January?
Yes.
Whoa.
It's 71% decrease from the 10-year average.
Wow. That's crazy.
85% decrease from 2022.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
so those incentives that I was telling you about, Cliffside and all those other projects.
What else you got? Because that's
Like-
what we want to know.
Hop on it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's, they can't necessarily change the prices because the cost of building is the cost of building, but they can throw in some freebies so that if you're on the fence or if you're looking, I mean, now's the time, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's sad, but it's the reality, you know?
Can you maybe tell us what a freebie would look like?
Yeah, so some of them, like I was saying last time, is just really like parking or like no maintenance fees for a year,
yeah.
stuff like that. Whereas like I think like 15 years ago, we were seeing things like, a free car or whatever. Like some luxury condos are offering like crazy incentives. But I'm also seeing it in like rural Ontario too, because I did do some cottage shopping for a client, and every single property that I was seeing and a lot of the people that I was talking to, unfortunately, they're distress selling. We're seeing it. We're seeing more and more of it. We're seeing it in the city, and we're seeing it a lot for the people who decided to move up north or decided it was a good time because of the lower interest rates to purchase up north. And they're selling at a loss, and it's difficult to see and it's difficult to hear, but it does also present opportunities for buyers who are ready. Right? Ahead of any potential rate drops that might be coming. So, a couple of things to think about.
I can always count on you.
Work with Cam.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. What's
what else?
What's up, Jada?
I mean, mine's not like, I have no stats really. If anything, it's more chismosa.
Yeah,
But
we like a team,
Which
too.
is just as
We're gonna
equally
do
important.
We're gonna do a 180.
Complement each other.
Exactly. Exactly.
Different direction. But I just have to bring up Clay from Love is Blind.
What happened
I know
now?
it's been a while since that show has ended and it's like old news, but he's popped up in the headlines because he has a new girlfriend.
Oh.
And her name is Selena Powell.
Oh.
I've never heard of Selena Powell up until now.
Until today.
So I clicked the hashtag just to see what would come up under her, and it's pretty crazy. Well, she's an OnlyFans / Instagrammer, so you can only imagine kind of like
Instagram.
and no disrespect or judgment on anyone within those
No,
fields.
definitely not.
But I think what rubbed me the wrong way is I've seen like podcast footage of her and her just like speaking on some pretty outlandish stuff.
Oh.
And it's unfortunate because how Love is Blind ended, like Clay's on this like I'm gonna do work. He's tried to get back with AG.
Yeah, she's the love of my life.
She's the love of my life.
I remember now.
You know, that powerful moment that his parents had.
Yeah. Yes.
So now just to fast forward and be like, okay, cool. So you got your little, 15 minutes and now this is the kind of girl you wanted to, or that you want to be with. Yeah,
I think
disappointing. It's like, oh, come on, Clay. Some people were rooting for him.
Yeah, I don't think it's her job that is the problem. I think it's how she presents herself. Like if you hear her speak and then you do the math with what he was ending the show with, it just doesn't. The math is not mathing.
Yeah,
It's almost he went in the opposite direction completely.
Right.
I have to look her up because I don't know who this person is.
But honestly, shout out AD for dodging that bullet.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Truthfully,
sometimes redirection is God's plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know she was sad that day, but look what she just dodged.
Stress.
Do we think maybe this is like a response to him and AD not being able to get back together? Because I don't know what happened after that after show.
You know what? That's a
You're
really
right.
good point. That's a good call out. For
That's,
sure.
you know what? You're right. You're right.
Thing, like
Who
he's trying to
knows?
get back out there. I don't know.
Could
Like,
be
you
a
know,
rebound situation,
You know what I mean?
right? Maybe his heart is so broken that this is him acting up a little bit.
Or
'cause that could
returning
happen.
to what
I
you're
mean,
used
What he
to.
knows. Yeah.
I would love to humanize him like that.
You know what? And that's a
Good
great
point.
Great call
point.
out
Yes.
because
I was like,
at the end of the day, we are human. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I've definitely had my fair share.
We all have the skeletons.
Yes.
Skeletons,
closet.
plural.
Hella.
Keep that in mind. But
hella.
yeah. So who knows?
Who knows what happened
Who
in
knows
between?
what happened?
Yeah,
But all the
Yeah.
best to him. All
Yeah.
the best to them.
Yeah.
Especially with all the work he did, I would really hate to see that reversed.
For sure.
That's such a great
He
point, though.
really worked really hard. Like that was an emotional reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And that
true.
parent, the moment that his parents had that you brought up, honestly, it was just so iconic.
Yeah,
Like-
that was huge.
I think
as-
that was a very
massive.
relatable situation for the world to see. And also, I love a woman that can just express herself. She was so profound with how she said it.
Yes.
So classy.
Very intentional
So
the way she
classy.
talked.
It was very Claire Huxtable.
Yeah.
It was like a diplomatic.
original Vivian.
Yeah.
yeah, original OG Viv.
Do
OG
not.
Viv.
Shout out.
OG Viv vibes. Yeah.
Wait, can I just ask? We are Team Original Viv, right? Aunt Viv.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
No
yes.
disrespect to the new Viv, but yeah.
Do you guys actually know what? Sorry, we're so
It's
discourse.
fine.
Do you guys know why she left?
Didn't she have some kind of drama with
Will Smith? Yeah.
I think something like that.
I think they addressed it slightly at the reunion episode. Like,
Oh.
like a reunion.
I didn't
thing.
know it
There
was
was
a
some
personal thing. I thought it was like a financial thing.
Really?
Oh, was it?
Oh,
now we need to
like
fact
that she
check.
was like kind of speaking up.
I think
For her
there
pay,
was.
or?
I think it was about pay.
Oh.
Interesting.
I didn't know it was a will thing.
I mean, well, now we got to fact check. I don't know.
Can I also add,
You have to count.
sometimes social media really ruins my hero and how I view people that I've watched growing up. Like if you think about the things that you know, even like Will and his family. Like I don't need to know everything. And I think people are just they're owed their privacy.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yes
know what
and
you know
no,
what you're
like-
signing up for. I
Right.
think,
Yeah,
when
that's
you're,
what I
when
say.
you're
Yeah.
when you're pursuing it. It's one thing if you're catapulted
Yeah.
into it, but it's another thing if you're pursuing it. And like
Yeah.
I agree with you, there is a certain level of privacy that everyone is due. But I also think that in a majority, or if not a lot of these cases, these people know what they're signing up for,
True.
Yeah.
and they hire teams to help them navigate that. Right. So
That's
as much
true.
as sometimes
i.e.
we
Taylor
see,
Swift.
there you go. And as much as sometimes we see like the dramas, I'm sure some of it is real.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not here to discredit people's pain, but I know some of it is also exploited.
For sure.
You know?
For sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just sometimes I hate seeing very personal matters being blown up because I'm like, oh, I didn't need to know that about you.
Yeah. Or to me, it's unfortunate when obviously there are things that they don't want to share, but they're celebrities and people
Yeah.
pry, and then stuff gets out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just don't like the when we really, it's back to that cancel culture thing. It's like
Oh,
you're allowed
yeah.
to not like things, or
100%.
when a headline is just very definitive in a negative light, when it's like, but there's this or there's other things to
Yeah.
consider, but
Like this person's still human at the end of the day. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
have a bit
Absolutely.
of compassion. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jalen.
oh, Mama Bear, we coined a new term for any mommies out there that have koalas.
So cute.
Koalas.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is like literally.
This is real life, though.
But this is like, yeah, girl.
So shout out our mommy listeners.
Yes.
Because we see you and we congratulate and support everything you guys do daily because it is full time.
Yeah, as you can see.
Full time.
As you can see.
Full time.
Yeah, for anyone that's listening to audio, we got little Jaylee in the studio with us today, and he's with mommy.
We're gonna do our best every day. Put one
That's
foot
all
in
we
front of
can
the
do.
other.
That's all we
And
can
just
do.
take a breath and do our best. But anyway.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot happening. Scarborough's dance card is full.
Yes.
The weather.
Plus, the weather's getting better. Love that.
We have, first off, just this weekend, actually, coming up, we have the Victoria Cup that's in its 18th year. It's been running for 18 years by the
awesome.
Filipino Center. Yeah, it's going to be at the Pan Am Center. So if you're in the ends.
Yeah. Here, Scarbs.
Have you guys been in Pan Am?
Actually, no.
I've
I've
never.
been
no,
only
I'm lying.
outside.
Twice. I've been.
I've
twice.
only been outside myself.
Yeah, I've only been outside like
And
on the soccer
I used
field,
to
but I've
live
never
in those
gone in.
ends.
It's actually really nice. I went for swimming lessons, not for me, for my for my nephew. So they had some pretty cool facilities. Yeah, it's really nice.
I think I personally stayed away from it because it was like our competitors at the time.
Oh yeah,
So I was like, I'm not going in there.
yeah.
But anyways,
It's actually a really good environment for families and kids. So
I know I heard about their indoor.
track.
Yes.
Oh,
I was like
a jackal. A jackal. A jackal.
a circle.
Amazing. But yeah, so that's what's happening this weekend. I know we have more stuff coming up. Scarborough's a joke.
I love that.
Right?
The fact that they've made that like event, that show.
Right?
I get
Scarborough
to
is on
fire.
Honestly, and I love that they're keeping the events like super low. Obviously, I guess if you're Scarborough's a joke, you're gonna keep it in Scarborough, but like it's so nice to be able to go somewhere close to home. You don't have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
They're serving you food at this event.
Yes.
I mean,
and the
right?
lineup is strong every single
Absolutely.
time.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
So the one for May it's May 24th. But the one that has me excited is the one in June. So Friday, June 21st, they have Joke Lung.
oh, the one with Keith Pedro.
Yes. Is it Keith Pedro? It's also, hold on. Oh, we might have to edit this. Yeah, we got Keith Pedro, Big Norm, Fly Lady Die, Hey, Ron Josol, and James Rock.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to pronounce
Oh, I seen a clip of him. Yeah. He's funny.
Yeah, I know these are all heavy hitters in that space. So it's going to be a whole entire vibe.
It's amazing.
I just love seeing the new era of Filipino comedians come up because, I mean, again, shout out Jacoy for paving the way. Jacoy. Because look how many just out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So true. And we love laughing. So thank you.
We love laughing and hitting. If you are a laugher and a hitter,
Right? If you're a cackler,
Yes.
if you
I too
if
like
you
to
don't
cackle.
hit your friends while you're laughing, are you Filipino?
Are you laughing?
are you even laughing, bro?
Are you even laughing?
Is it even funny?
yeah,
man.
for real though. For real.
No, for
And
real.
actually, speaking of Fly Lady Die, she also has the Funny Filipinas show,
Oh.
and I'm pretty sure they just booked the second one.
Yeah, because they sold
'Cause they
out.
sold
because
out of
they
the first
sold out and they
one.
sold
Yeah.
out fast,
Yep.
fast.
No, I definitely think the city this June, it's gonna be booked and busy for sure.
For sure. And it's so funny because like when you say city, I'm like Scarborough.
Yeah.
Like I'm not venturing out of Scarborough for these events. I'm staying in Scarborough.
Back to your point just 4 minutes ago, I'm noticing more and more, a lot more events are staying in Scarborough. Because I think originally, before the whole movement of like Scarborough really standing firm and like the beauty of Scarborough, they would always try to book things outside of Scarborough.
And it didn't really work out because people in Scarborough are trying to stay in Scarborough. Am I right? Like
Because we love it here.
exactly. And we have space and we have venues and we have, all the eats, all the foods.
Yeah.
You
we
know
have
we
it
have
all.
all the food.
Yep.
Right? We have it all.
And the
So,
people.
Yeah. So
Ow.
excited. So happy. So happy.
What else?
Speaking of the city, though, we will venture out. Actually, they just announced just a tad for this next headline. Love Scarborough, though. But the WNBA is coming to Toronto.
Wow.
Huge.
Wow.
I can't believe, like, I would compare this to, like, when we found out we had the Raptors. So now to think we have a WNBA
That's
team
mega.
is going to be amazing. So they're going to play starting in 2026. They're going to play at the Coca-Cola Coliseum, which is going to be the home arena.
Oh my
It can
gosh.
seat up to 8,000 people.
Where is that?
It's hold on. It's closer to
Mississauga?
It's west.
Yeah, like
it was it.
Oh,
used
no,
to
I'm
be-
thinking of Hershey Center.
Yeah, that's different. I think.
No. Yeah.
Like I don't know what that is.
give us a second. We got to fact check.
Yeah, it's at X at the X, the Coca-Cola.
There, that's
place.
it. Yeah, that's where it's closer to.
I think maybe we were thinking. I don't know.
Or was
actually.
it called something else before? That's why we're like,
Yeah, what was it called?
I don't know. Anyways,
Whatever. Toronto.
Let me check my laptop.
so just Google it, y'all. Like,
Seriously.
but it is the WNBA's 14th franchise team. They have plans to expand to 16. So we made the cut.
That's
But it's
crazy.
amazing. Just like, women's sports in general, but specifically with the WNBA, the viewership numbers are skyrocketing. And there's a new crop of potential stars entering the league. And then, you know what? Actually, being at Point Goddess,
Yes.
first of all, so timely. Second of
So
all,
timely.
to see all the young talent and now to know that there's a WNBA team coming, like that just broadens the horizon for, just female basketball players
Sports
as a whole.
Women in
Yeah.
sports, period.
No, it's awesome.
Do you see like the cadence of having that conversation with Kayla last week about women in sports,
Right?
to finding about the WNBA, to hosting Point Goddess,
Yep.
which is all about women and girls in sports.
Yep.
And then, yeah, just God's plan. For
Honestly.
sure.
it's true.
It's
true.
crazy.
Janet, we're manifesting Philippines, man.
Yes.
I don't know what we're doing. Point Goddess, Tita Salita
It's gonna happen.
collab. But yeah, definitely manifesting that for sure.
Absolutely.
Putting it out into the uni.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. We had a lot of great news with women's sports this year, because even at the beginning of the year we had the first professional women's hockey league launch, right? Like that was, the draft happened last year and then they launched this year. It was crazy, and they were like, the arenas were full.
Yeah.
So when people say like, oh, there's no audience,
People want to
there
see
were there were bums in seats.
Yeah.
people want to see what they're not seeing.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's just the facts.
it's true. It's true. So
Just the
so excited for all that's coming to Canadian women's sports.
That part.
Wow. Oof.
Any highlights from Point Goddess's event?
Oh my gosh.
how do you narrow it down?
Honestly, there are just so many great people. Like, I find that going to sports events, being surrounded by athletes, is just always really a good time, because everyone's there to like,
It's motivating. and inspirational.
exactly, right? And like
Yes.
you're seeing, there were 3 different age categories that we were able to be exposed
yes.
to, right?
Yeah.
So just seeing them under 11, under 15, and
Yeah.
then the women who are our age running up and down a court, and I was like, like, you know what I mean? Like, inspiring and like truly just amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
No, and I met someone who played in the game, and she was like, "Yeah, I've never played in a game before." And I was like, "And you just said, you know what? I'm gonna just start playing today." And she was like, "Yeah, but still." I was like, "You have to give yourself credit,
For sure.
because guys, when I tell you these women played,
Yeah.
they played." And I don't think basketball is a sport where you jump on a bike and then you start riding.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to sprint up and down the court. Like, they
Fast
were
breaks,
sprinting.
yeah,
And then you
turnovers.
have to hard stop. You know what I mean? Like, and then you have to turn on a dime, like, without
now
ice. Like, you're not gliding.
I just remembered the thing that I wanted to say earlier to you.
Oh.
Oh,
So Camille, our beloved host.
What's happening?
So Camille has advised me that she is going to start playing a little bit of basketball.
I said that?
You said that on Saturday.
I said that.
You said, I don't play
Run the
basketball.
clip.
I
Run
don't
the clip.
remember that.
Who said that?
You said, I don't play basketball, but I'm going to learn. Because after today,
Okay,
No,
maybe
you
I
made
meant
that,
the
I think.
rules. I'm going to learn
the
the
rules.
rules.
So that
because
you could-
I do not yet. Thank you. Because we're watching the
got
game
you,
and I'm
guys.
like, oh, wow, this is great. I don't know what's happening. No, I'm not going to physically play basketball. I will learn the rules.
but I have the clip. Imagine. That's the nervous laugh, guys. But yes,
Yeah.
to circle back.
You know, that was really funny, that Filipino goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
That-
I mean, the 2 hour.
It took us like 2 hours to actually leave that
I would
venue.
give it
but
2.5, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got home at like 9:30, something like that.
Yeah.
Like we were out of there quite late, to the point where the hosts of the event saw us in the parking lot and were like,
An hour after we said our 14th
yeah,
goodbye.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
And before we start, you may have noticed that there are 3 titas on the screen now. Shout out to Liz.
Shout out, Liz.
Mommy duties called.
Shout out, Jalen.
Yes, our special guest today. But yeah, they had to step out, so we're just gonna wrap up the rest of the episode.
They're in spirit, though. You're still here in
Yes,
spirit, Liz.
absolutely.
As per usual.
Yeah.
Actually, another shout out is Friends Are Human.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You want to tell us more
Friends Are
about that,
Human.
Kim?
So they, Joe Lamb started this company called Parents Are Human, which is a card game that was designed for immigrant parents who don't have English as their first language to communicate better with their kids. So it comes in, I think it's 35 languages now. So I have the Filipino
awesome.
or the Tagalog
Wow.
and English one. They have a bunch of different languages, which is amazing. And it asks really, like I've shared some of the questions with you
Yes,
guys,
yes,
just
yes, yes.
beautiful questions that really help to deepen that relationship. It's actually helped him deepen his relationship with his parents, who now work at the company with him. They hand pack the orders. You get a little sticker when you
that.
order. Yeah, and they've expanded to Friends Are Human, which we're going to share some of the questions on here today. They also have Grief is Human, Siblings Are Human, and they're just working to just deepen those relationships that, you know, sometimes we take for granted, and just, you know, encouraging more human connection and face-to-face conversation.
Shout out any tools that do that. I just want to shout out my mom, because I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys, but growing up, when I was maybe not the best kid, or you know, we all go through that stage, right? Yeah. My mom, because I wasn't communicating as I was now, she started a journal. That was our shared journal, and we had a specific spot for it, and that's how we would talk. So she would,
I love that.
She would write to me in that journal, put it in that spot. That's where I would find it. That's where I would write back to her, put it back in that spot. And that was always our means of communication. When she knew that maybe she couldn't talk to me, she could still talk to me. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
So powerful.
That's cute. That's
So shout out my mom.
Yes.
I love you, Mom.
amazing.
Love that.
It's like something that you see in like a movie, or like,
Yeah,
you know,
like what
and
an
you're just
amazing
like,
idea.
I don't even know how she thought of that. Like, there's some entries in there too, because it would be like, "Hey, you didn't call when you came home late. Why? What's going on with you?" Like, it was really, she really used it as a tool, because she never wanted to invade my space.
Wow.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And I just think of like when I journal or when I'm writing, it's like it really forces you to slow down and
100%.
be intentional with what
100%.
you're writing down. Which then means that like whatever you guys are writing about, like that's
Super important.
intentional.
Yeah.
That's why, like, those questions, and like just for someone to think of those tools, like,
Yeah.
shout out that.
and even just the thoughtful detail about like the fact it was to connect with their immigrant parents.
Yes.
Like which I think is so common, right? For
different
all of
languages,
us. Yeah.
right?
Because let's be
Imagine.
real, language barriers is a hardcore thing. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
And we have parents that like speak English, you know,
Yeah.
Filipinos, like majority, all of them speak English. It's taught in schools. So when they come over here, they don't usually have like that big of a hurdle language wise. Whereas,
Yeah.
you know, Vietnamese parents, Chinese parents, and
Yeah.
and the like not so much, right? There are some people like my aunt who's married into the family. Shout out Auntie Wendy. Her mom, Grandma May, or Popo as we call her, she is like, she doesn't speak English. She's never like my whole entire life. She does not speak English. She still does not speak English to this day. So, you know, it's just one of those things, but like there was always love there. We were always able to communicate somehow. I don't know. I don't know how, but we were, but that's just kind of, things like this would have been so beneficial back then if I could hear the stories that this woman has.
Right?
Yeah.
My goodness.
So now let's
hear
go. Some of those.
First question, very fitting with all the things that we kind of spoke about today, but name a coach or teacher who made a strong impression on you.
Oof.
I'll let you guys take that one.
You have one?
I'm going to shout out Mr. McGee. So anyone that's gone to St. Thomas More, he was definitely a teacher that was impactful to my work ethic, integrity, wanting to be your best self. And I really feel like it's one of those things, like if you're a bad student, like that was you. Like it couldn't be because of Mr. McGee. And I feel like he'd be a teacher I'd want to give like roses to. Is just say thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't think you'll like my answer.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Camille, you're one of them.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God. No. What are we doing here today? What are we doing here today?
I know that though.
No,
you know that. You know that. You know that.
Okay. Don't look at me, Jada.
I can't help it.
I feel like we're having the moment we had, but it's like roles reversed now. Last week, is Camille in trouble now? So to the people that listen, I don't know if you guys know, but Camille doesn't like to take her flowers sometimes.
At all. Isn't that so
you're
annoying?
really calling
Isn't that so annoying? I can be just as guilty. That's why I said that. I was being sarcastic.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Just rip the Band-Aid. Camille has the ability to, years ago, call me out when I was unhappy in a job, and she just knew that there was more out there for me, and she stood by that while still she's like, I'm gonna throw up.
She's annoyed.
No, it's fine.
But like loving it too. I know she is.
No. It's fine. Let's get on with it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, forget it.
No, I just don't.
Anyways,
keep going.
simple answer, Camille is one of them. And
I want to know
deserves her
why.
flowers.
No. I felt like you started a good story though. I want to hear like, can I get like an elevator pitch of a finish?
Yeah,
like,
sorry, it's fine. Let's
I
go.
think that I was in denial about the expiration date of the position I was in, and she knew it, she felt it. So it was like she was supporting, and it's a tough position because she was trying to keep me focused on the job, but also still tell me there's more for you. And like constantly reminding me of that power, and constantly reminding me that she's seen that in me and she knew that that was there. So,
and now look at y'all.
and now we're here. That's crazy.
amazing. I
That's
know.
crazy.
It does feel good to hear that, you know, it was an impactful conversation because it was intense.
It wasn't one conversation.
I know, but I do remember those times, and
And I
was
quote,
intense.
it was, Anna, why are you here?
Yeah, like I don't sugarcoat.
No, I swear,
Yeah.
I swear to God, she was like, why are you even here? Like, at the time I was doing makeup. This is before I started painting. And she was like, you should be doing makeup out there. You should be doing your art. And yeah, now look. Crazy.
Look at that.
Full circle.
It's beautiful.
All right, Cam, you finally, we can take the spotlight off Cam.
Yay!
Because I know she doesn't like it. So who is
Thank
your
you.
coach or teacher or, mentor?
I mean, I feel like I have a few in my formative years. I think it's obvious to say parents, or like my mom, my grandfather, my grandmother. They're all responsible for my work ethic, especially my Lola and Lolo. But if we're thinking like school, teacher, I would say the people that fostered. Okay, so let me say this. Like I learned to read at a very young age. So like in like JK, I was reading at like a 3rd grade level, so I was reading all these like crazy books.
Not even
and stuff like
surprised.
that.
I know. I'm like,
bit of a nerd.
wow, but like,
Like she had stats in
You
JK.
know, all these little things. And
That's where it
I
began.
really enjoyed it. And like, that's a testament to my Lola making learning fun for my sister and I, because it wasn't just me. And it was a big giant nerd too. We used to read the encyclopedia for fun, just saying. But like I had teachers that fostered that, and that we're strict. I know a lot of people liked like, you know, when the TV was on in the classroom and like what they had to supply. No, I liked my strict teachers. And you know, sports aside, I'm thinking about like, you know, Miss Marilyn Fife. I don't know if you're still teaching, but if you are, you had a huge impact on me. She was known as like a strict teacher, but I loved it. I loved the structure. I loved the expectation of,
that's what I got,
you know what I mean?
As well.
I loved it. You know,
I like
spelling competitions and like memorizing all the world capitals and having the face-offs against other students. I loved that. And Miss Mueller Richards, you know, who is, you know, phenomenal music teacher, and, you know, is the reason why I was able to perform at Markham Theater. You had like such a high expectation, such a strong reputation, and you just did a lot of great things, like, you know, bringing the kids to McNichol Manor, making those community connects, like, just fantastic. Though, and those are
core memories,
right?
Your eyes are twinkling. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And those are principles that I have in my life still today. Like, I volunteer because I loved that part of my life.
You just gave me a shiver. Wow.
So there's that.
You know, just that small fact. I didn't know you volunteer with your old school and stuff.
No, I don't volunteer that now with them. I just mean like in general now I volunteer
because of them.
Yeah, because of all the volunteer work we used to do back then. Yeah. So
impact, guys.
Yeah.
Shout out the teachers.
For sure.
Hugs, all the love.
Scarborough teachers represent.
Yeah.
Folk dancing is what she means.
No, that was real.
You into episode 4.
Thank you, Miss Varley. Thank you, Mrs. Varley, Mrs. Joan Varley.
There you go.
We're going to play Hollow Hollow for this last segment.
It's a game announcer voice.
Hollow Hollow
with a live studio audience.
Right? Anna, you're up first.
Game Kanaba.
Right? Pick a number from 1 to 30.
Sorry.
As soon as you said it, I was just all these episodes of Price is Right. It was just like, oh,
well, that's
big money.
Exactly.
I want to play Plinko.
All right.
1 to 30. 1 to 30. Pick a number.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Oh.
Okay. Where did you often have family outings when you were a child?
Oh, that's a great question. Okay. So my family we always went to Bluffers Park.
Oh my God.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And it was actually, I even have this picture. It was because obviously growing up in Scarborough and coming from the Philippines, we wanted to go to a beach because we grew up with beaches. So we went to Bluffers Park. And we would always get, KFC.
Nice.
Love it.
And we would go there and just spend the day there. Aww. And then as like our, chosen family grew, we would go there in big groups. And yeah, same thing, Bluffers Park. And ironically enough, I ended up going to high school at Cardinal Newman. Oh. So Bluffers Park is near and dear to my heart. I love that question.
It's nice.
Well, you picked it, so.
Yeah.
I picked a number. 21's a great number.
Fantastic.
Are you guys going to answer it too? Because
Jada,
I want to know.
I was about to ask. I was like, are we all answering?
Yeah, I want to know.
Where did you often have family outings when you were a child?
Does church count, John?
Yeah.
Honestly, when I think of like me and my family growing up, I don't know if anyone else had this or has a parent, titas and titos, that are part of like your church choir. Mm-hmm. So for me, and like my dad was a piano player. Cool. My uncle was the one who was like the orchestrator. But yeah, so, and they were like, there were multiple choirs at the church, but my parents were part of 2. So San Lorenzo Ruiz choir and the Knights of Columbus.
Wow.
So every Sunday was like, everybody, we all have to get up and then we have one bathroom. There's 4 kids, my Lola, my mom and dad. So it's like getting ready is a thing.
Is it like the scene in Home Alone where like,
yeah, it's like that.
Can you hear the song?
And then we get ready. Yes, I can hear it too. Then we get into the car. We go to the church. We have to go early because the choir has to practice. And then like me and my siblings will round up with all the other kids at the church. We play or do whatever games you can think of. We're also altar servers. So like Sunday was when I think of growing up, like being in the church, like that was a whole thing. And then after Mass, Filipinos like to eat, so there's always food downstairs or some kind of celebration. So cool. Our parents obviously made time for our siblings to go out, to go to things like Ontario Place or like Woody Woodchucks.
Hey,
once in a while.
Brimley.
What's the other one? Chuck E. Cheese, but Woody Woodchuck.
Woody Woodchuck if you're in Scarborough.
I told you, there's 4 kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to find the deal. But like, yeah, when I think of growing up, I definitely think of the church. So
Wait, what church was it?
John 23rd.
Where is that?
That's like by Flemo area, like by the
yes,
Science Center.
yes.
So for anyone else that's been there,
There's a lot of Pinoys there.
yes,
Any church, any Catholic.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
No,
quite
when
a
you
few.
said Thomas More earlier, I was like,
that's
Sunday,
my-
8 p.m. You guys know the era. 8 p.m.
Yes.
church, 8 p.m. mass on a Sunday. That's where everyone was at
Wow.
growing up. But yeah, I want your answer for this.
Me? It's
okay,
nothing
let's
crazy.
go.
We've been there. Pho.
Oh, yeah. No, guys.
Yeah.
And,
I do love that
and
place.
Club 300. I'm not gonna lie. Like my family were they were big
Oh,
bowlers.
yeah.
Oh,
My Tita and Tito still
shout out
bowl.
our pilot episode if you haven't.
we're trying to figure out. We're still working. We haven't forgotten about the Tita
bowling.
bowling
I harass
league.
them every
I don't
week,
know,
yeah.
but
She does.
I'm not nice
Does.
about it
because
either.
we want to start doing Hawaiian classes, and,
And I'm
she's
like, we can't skip the bowling.
she's like, you guys are traitors.
yeah. I feel
I'm saying we can make it all work.
We
so
can.
we
And-
just got to plan it.
not with these hips. They're tight.
We are cooking up some things for you guys, though.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
All right, we got room maybe for like one more.
Yeah, of
Yeah, yeah,
course.
All
Okay,
right,
Cam.
Jada. What?
We both
Shoot. I should have
reach for the sky.
Jada, she didn't even pull her gun
Right?
out.
Jada, what number?
Okay, fine. Number 25.
25. What?
Quarter.
Oh, no, I don't want like that one. Can we do
Oh,
another one?
okay.
You called it and then looked?
Yeah, right?
So
Where's
cheap.
your laptop?
I
Okay,
know.
not looking. Okay, can I pick another number though?
Yeah, go ahead.
But you can't do that. That's cheating.
Okay. Shh.
She's the
Number
Shush.
7.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen someone do in public?
Oh.
Okay, I was living in Vancouver. I'm on my
my.
balcony. I'm on the second, third floor. And in Vancouver, there's a lot of like back alleyways between the buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I came onto the balcony and I seen somebody squatting.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know where this is
no, it
going.
was like so random. Like obviously taking a dump, and then they had their
You're
newspaper.
always fearful
But
of
what
her
was
stories.
weird? What made it weird was that, like, first of all, it was just like so random and still kind of like on display. And then they like got up, pulled up their pants, they had the newspaper under their arm, and then they crossed the alley to the building and like went inside. And I'm like, okay, so you have a place. Like, so many questions. This is weird, right? That's weird.
You know what it makes me? You know what it makes me wonder? You remember in the magazines where it used to be the confession stories? It makes me wonder if someone was like at a boyfriend's house or something, didn't want to stink up the bathroom and clog the toilet, went outside to poo, and then went back to the boyfriend's house saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna go grab the paper. I'll be back." That's what it makes me think.
It adds up. It adds up. Oh,
Because
man.
why else, if you have a toilet that you can go to,
Why would you
why
opt?
would you
man.
opt for outside unless you have like a
Speaking
fetish or
of,
something like that,
of
right?
nightmares,
kink?
though,
I don't know,
I
man.
do know friends that have gone to men's houses and used the toilet. Or like they struggled because they couldn't use the toilet. And then I've had one story where they used the toilet and it totally clogged it. Yeah. And then it was like a nightmare. People didn't know what to do. Yeah.
No, how long did she stay in there?
They said that the person came, they were really nice about it, cleaned up, and then it was like, dropped them home, and then it was like, never again.
Oh my
Oh
god!
no.
Yeah.
Mortifying.
mortifying.
Things that are hard to come back from.
No, for
especially
sure.
if
That's
it's, like,
tough. That's tough.
So
I talk. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm actually like my heart dropped for that person.
No, mine went is like what other times I've been embarrassed? I've talked to a guy once and like the gum like flew out of my mouth and then like we both looked to the ground to be like, where did it go? And then as I looked up, it was like stuck to his shirt. And I was like, oh dear God, like, say something clever. Like, oh my God, friggin' what? So that happened. Yeah.
so good. That is so good.
It's already bad, you know? And then we looked on the ground and the gum's like missing. And as I looked up, I was like, oh my God. Like,
That is so good.
I'm crying.
So good.
so how about you guys? What's the weirdest thing you guys have gone? Sorry.
Honestly, I I can't anymore.
Yeah,
I
right?
almost drooled. Like what?
That was so good.
No, it's, you know what?
That was
It's the
so
visual
good.
for me because now I'm like, what color was the gum?
I picture like a white gum.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
juicy fruit, like
And then I pictured
off
him in
white.
black.
Yeah, in a black t-shirt so you can really see the gum, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Good storytelling. Wow. Just
You
bravo.
are a great storyteller.
Bravo. Bravo.
Oh man,
Hats off to you.
I'm happy that this story can bring joy.
Oh my god.
So good.
I honestly am crying. But as far as like crazy things I see,
Okay, one more crazy. Come
yeah,
on.
we got
no, honestly, like I lived downtown for a little bit, so like that list is like long. I don't even know where to go with that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially at night, Young and Dundas.
Yeah.
Late at night. Oh gosh.
Yeah, and I lived at like Young and Gerard with my sister for a couple months, and then like around Sherborne Dundas.
Oh boy.
hello.
Yeah,
And you are-
Hello.
Yep.
If you're from
Yeah.
Toronto, you know exactly.
You
what that
know, like
Oh man.
shout out Pembroke, but wow,
Yeah.
the
Right?
things you've seen, or even like it's funny.
Moss Park.
How about you, Cam?
Yes.
Any-
I would say something aligned with that. Like more recently, I was at a hockey game, like one of my husband's hockey games, and then someone came in and to smoke up. So I honestly think that she thought I was a hallucination. I honestly think that because
what
of the way
nation?
a hallucination because of the way that she was not responding and looking at me like she was like
Just a figment of my imagination. Yeah.
like just very specific.
What is reality?
Yeah,
Like-
and then like the hockey players see me and they just came out and they kicked her out. But I was just like, she definitely didn't think I was. I couldn't. That's the only thing I could gather from her facial expression.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Don't do drugs, yeah.
no, please, yeah, and I hope she's doing okay. But yeah, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for joining us,
We'll
y'all.
see you next week.
Yeah.
Got a little